Hey guys, Larry here. What's up? I love you. It's my mission in life to tell you the truth. And I'm getting to the point where I'm so solid in what I believe, I ain't worried about what y'all say. I see all these posts and people like, you need to go to church, you need to go to church, you need to go to church. Well, the church is asleep. They don't have a clue what the Bible's even teaching. They're teaching paying your tithes and getting blessed. Sow a seed and you'll get blessed. And they think the blessing of God has got dollar signs all over it. No, that ain't how it worked. I mean, study the life of Jesus. That ain't how it works. That ain't even, I can't even find it in the Bible where you give the preacher man $100 and you'll get that back. I don't think I'd seed myself. Now, you're supposed to make your money by the sweat of your brow. You're not supposed to just give a preacher money and then you're magically blessed and you'll live a prosperous life and be happy and your children are happy and you have a new house, new cars, and you won't be sick and lots of money in the bank and you can go do your holidays and do your Christmas and your freaking Halloween and your Valentine's Day and you celebrate your birthdays and do Easter instead of Passover, and you don't celebrate any of the holy days of God. No church I know of in my county. And there may be one, but I don't know it. They absolutely do not follow the Bible. And what I'm beginning to find out, these church people, and I hate to say church people, but people that go to church and claim they love the Lord and they turn their nose up at you, they don't help their neighbor, but they like, I'm going to pay my tithes to this pastor and then I'm going to be blessed. Yeehaw. That's horse crap. We live in a fallen world, and if you don't understand the Bible, and you don't understand the book of Genesis, if you don't understand the book of Genesis, you don't even know what the Bible's talking about. I mean, even Peter, when Jesus said he was going to die and all that, Peter's like, no way. I mean, Jesus would have been a tinfoil hat dude because he come against all the religious leaders. He come to divide. He didn't come to make everybody happy and, oh, I'm going to butter your biscuit. No, he come to tell the truth, and the truth is a sharp two-edged sword, and it'll draw blood. It'll cut asunder, dividing the marrow from the bone, and that's, yeah, Jesus come to cause division, honestly. He said, I'll cause division, because the truth shall set you free. But when you study the Bible and you figure out what happened in Genesis and the seed war, then everything else starts to fall in place. And you're like, whoa. But the church they want me to go to is the Laodicean church, and they think they're rich and have need of nothing, but they're poor, blind, and naked. Literally. The devil is blessing you guys. It ain't the Lord. Now, I'm not saying the Lord don't bless you. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying most everybody thinks they just pay their tithes and they're going to get blessed and then they get all this money and, you know, it's... That just don't work everywhere. Like when they told me I couldn't preach in shorts when I had my church, I'm like, well, tell that to my brothers in Africa. That just won't work over there. So it don't make sense here. It's not a thing. If I show you my elbows, that don't mean I'm a sinner. Yeah. If I don't love God and my neighbor, that makes me a sinner. But the world has no idea about the Nephilim, about the fallen angels coming down, the 200 of them there at Mount Hermon, and mating with women and having these giant offsprings called the Nephilim, the fallen ones. Now, when they died, their spirits they're half-breed. They're not of this world. They're born of this world, but they're not of it. And when they die, their spirit has nowhere to go, so they're demons. That's the demons that Jesus was fighting. because he's got all the fallen angels locked up. You know, they ain't gonna get released till they're in Revelation. So it's not these angels we're fighting, it's these Nephilim spirits, the demons, when they died. And people, I ask Christians, why did they do the flood? Why did God flood the world? It wasn't because of man sinning. It was because of the seed being corrupt and fallen angels corrupting it and Nephilim, and it had to be taken care of. That's why you see in the Bible where he would have Joshua and David and them kill everybody, kill the animals and everything, kill the children. You're like, what kind of God is that? He's a God that understands, and he knows we're in a spiritual battle against wickedness in high places. And if you get in the Geneva Bible, it says the governors of this world. So we're against wickedness in high places, demonic activity, demonic influence, and the governors of this world. And Psalms 2 says the rulers of this world have gathered against God and his elect. God laughs at them. When they say their plans, he's like, yeah, right. That ain't gonna go down. But yeah, you keep wanting me to go to church. Well, get it right then. If I come into your church and I start preaching the Bible like it really is, you'll kick me out. I've already been kind of run off. My own family's told me to quit telling the truth. What's mind-blowing is they always credited me my whole life for being able to figure things out. Ain't that crazy? But now, all at once, I'm the idiot. You ain't got enough sense. Shut up with that. Now, whoever tells you to shut up and they get mad, when I tell them the truth, they get mad. Literally irritated, like, "Brr." Dude, if I told you to put shingles on upside down, you wouldn't get mad. You'd say, oh, you're silly, and go on with life. You wouldn't get mad at me and want to kick me out of your fellowship. Well, the truth is very strong. Jesus, study his life. When he said the truth, oh, he pissed people off. They were just, whoa. He come completely against the understanding of man. And that's what's wrong. People lean to their own understanding. Yeah, they don't trust the Word of God for what it says. What it says is what it says. But I did that when I was a young Christian. I read my Bible. I remember the preacher preaching, and I'm telling my wife, I said, this really don't line up with the Bible. I don't know what he's talking about. It don't make sense. It's not what I'm saying. But I prayed for wisdom and understanding. I ain't never prayed for riches and glory. I prayed for discernment and understanding and wisdom. And that's what I think I'm getting. And it's funny when I share what I believe to be 100% truth after doing much research and cross-referencing and, saying, well, that ain't it, well, this ain't it. And I've looked at it from the Buddhist side, the Hindus, the Satanists. I've looked at it from their side and studied what they believe. How many of y'all done that? And they have, they think they have ground to stand on, but I'm telling you what, the devil's crew believes in the supernatural and they're working it. God's crew, the church, they don't really believe in the supernatural, and all they want to do is go to church and sing around and pat each other on the back, get this little goose-bumpy high, and then go home and watch football. It's just where we're at. So you keep asking me to come to your building, and you don't even know that you're the temple of God. The church house ain't the temple of God. It's a meeting place. I mean, we could meet in the back seat of a '56 Chevy. It's a meeting place. We are the temple of God. He dwells in men. So I love you. If you're going to ask me to come to your church, make sure you're actually doing the right thing, You ain't done one crumb of research. You've not researched anything. You just take everything from your paradigm to what you was raised in. Even with like the earth may not be a spinning ball, but how could you do that? Because we had a globe in the classroom from the time we was in kindergarten until forever we've been indoctrinated. I've been reading in the encyclopedias, and it goes against the Bible. I'm reading, I'm like, what? What? We've been lied to, guys. I love you. Please, pray about it. If you think I'm crazy, just pray about it. See what's true. Open your Bible up with an open mind and not everything that man has taught you. The traditions of man are killing the Spirit of God and His supernatural move in these end times. Because people don't even know they're in a spiritual battle. Boy, Satan's crew does. And they're working it. It's obvious if you watch the TV and the movies and the entertainment and the music. They're slapped straight up. Giving the devil lap dances. I mean, Satan's everywhere. There's demons appearing in these concerts. I've said it for years now. Concerts are the devil's church. It just is. Music is one of the most highly effective or a thing that will affect you to a great degree. I mean, like, when I want to remember my ABCs, what I do, I got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. A song. I've always said school should have been taught in songs and melody. Because you remember that. You put that to a melody. The arithmetic tables, mathematic tables. Someone should have made a song up about that. You'd remember it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, R, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs, what do you think of me? A song is so powerful, and y'all out there singing these lyrics, casting spells over your life. You're watching these movies, casting spells over your life, forming your belief system, whether you know it or not. And then when you don't even know what the world looks like because you go to a church that does not teach you strong foundational truths about what's really going on in the Bible and how we are at a seed war. And if you don't understand Genesis, you ain't going to understand nothing else in the Bible. You're just going to go to church, get a buzz, and be prosperous. And you know why? The devil will not fight you. You start delving into truth and you talk about a fight. Oh boy. But it's all good. I love you. It's Larry and I'm out.